live 1 full hour. Fox 31 News at 10.
Good evening and thanks for logging on to our website, mysouthwestga.com. Because of a system upgrade, we're not broadcasting live over the air tonight, and Fox 31's Sean Stryker will explain why.
Here at Fox 31, we pride ourselves on bringing you the highest quality production possible. Unfortunately, that means having to go off air while we upgrade our systems. Let's head inside and take a look at all the improvements you can expect to see. Our control room will be seeing the biggest change as we swap out all of the analog gear for new digital equipment. This will allow us to provide you with a higher quality image. We're also taking this opportunity to create new graphics.
The main thing is just getting a basic color down too, making our station look a certain way for all the graphics. You know, not a lot of different colors. Like I said, with this one we're dealing with a lot of blues, a lot of whites, like our logo and stuff like that. We just make it makes it look a lot cleaner.
You may have also noticed a little extra video on each side of the screen. That is because we are now broadcasting in a 16:9 aspect ratio.
Well, anyone who's watched DVDs or Blu-rays recently, you may have noticed that widescreen 16:9 is the standard now. And all we're doing really is just catching up and making sure our video is up to standard with the rest of the industry.
We appreciate your patience and your continued support as we go through these changes. Throughout the upgrade process, you can catch our newscast online at mysouthwestga.com. Sean Stryker, Fox 31 News.
The saga of a Dougherty County Sheriff's deputy has finally come to an end. Back in January of last year, Fox 31 first told you about Deputy Charles Tharp, who was arrested and charged with computer theft, computer invasion of privacy, theft by taking in violation of oath of office. The former jailer was sentenced to serve 12 years in prison. Tharp was charged with 22 counts of computer theft and violation of oath of office. Tharp was found guilty for using the jail computer system to gain access to personal information about inmates and selling that information to a GBI informant. We learned this afternoon that Jamie Durrell Jackson was indicted for his connection to attacking a 3-year-old girl. Jackson was indicted on 3 counts of aggravated battery, family violence, and 3 counts of cruelty to children in the first degree. The Dougherty County grand jury stated that on March 6, he beat a 3-year-old girl so severely that he caused swelling, abrasions to her face and body by biting and striking her. Jackson hit the girl so hard that he ruptured her left eardrum, rendering it useless. The Albany Police Department revealed new details regarding the burglary of Phillips' father's pawn shop. Police have arrested and charged Kamisha Wallace, Maurice Sanders, George Ferguson, and William Bush. All 4 were found in a home raid Thursday with stolen merchandise from the pawn shop. Even though police suspect Phillips was targeted because of his connection to his son, American Idol winner Philip Phillips, the department says they're treating this case just like any other.
We do not work any case harder than any other case. Every citizen or taxpayer is here in Dougherty County, so we work every case actively to bring offenders to justice.
All 4 people have been held without bail, and we'll keep you informed as new details come out regarding this case on our website, mysouthwestga.com. Farmers in Southwest Georgia who use Trimble GPS autopilot systems can expect better customer service. The reason is because Ag Technologies, an authorized dealer of the autopilot system, opened a new office in Arlington. The station is set to serve Southwest Georgia, Southeast Alabama, and the Florida Panhandle. The company says farmers can expect a quicker response for farmers if a problem should arise.
One of the biggest keys to our business is service after the sale. Having the location here in Arlington will allow us a quicker response time for parts and service for the products that we've sold.
Trimble GPS systems are commonly used in self-driven tractors. The Navy Hospital Corps celebrated their 114th birthday today, honoring the past, present, and the future. Fox 31's Matt Pritchard was at the celebration, and he has more on that story.
When thinking of the men and women that have sacrificed their lives for our freedoms, you may think of the Marines, the Army, or the Navy. But few Americans would realize the Hospital Corps are part of that sacrifice as well. The Hospital Corps celebrated their 114th birthday Friday, calling upon a history of individuals that stood by the thousands of Marines who have been wounded in battle.
You know, our job is to fix and repair, not necessarily to attack, but we do go into battle side by side with all the Marines, even in modern times right now.
From the sands of Iwo Jima to the sands of Afghanistan, the Hospital Corps has been standing by the Marines in battle for 114 years and celebrated that on Friday. And the day not solely about the past of the Naval Health Branch Clinic, but also about the future and the things to come. With several young hospital corpsmen receiving awards and rank, the birthday celebration was just as much about the future as it was about the past.
What you can save today is amazing compared to where the technology has gone and where the skills have gone from, say, World War II.
With the celebration encompassing the entire history of the hospital corps, officials say this group will be standing after another 114 years. Matt Pritchard, Fox 31 News.
Phoebe is gearing up for their 11th annual Men's Health Conference. Fox 31's Jessica Fairley has a preview of what you can expect if you go tomorrow.
This is Father's Day, and what better gift to give than the gift of love and the gift of health.
Daryl Saps with Phoebe says the Men's Health Conference is the hospital's way of giving back to fathers. Southwest Georgia is plagued with ailments ranging from diabetes to high blood pressure. And to combat this, officials are providing family leaders with a day of health education.
Tomorrow, this room will be filled with men and fathers checking in on their health. Officials say taking time out tomorrow just may save them time in the long run.
It's like a doctor's visit, but one that you would love and never forget.
Vendors, doctors, and other health specialists will line the gym of the Phoebe HealthWorks facility, offering advice and medical expertise.
We'll be doing cholesterol, blood pressure, and glucose.
She says screening results will be mailed to patients within a few weeks. Not only will patrons be able to get information on their medical status, organizers say the event is a means to fellowship, get a healthy meal, and learn how to change their lifestyle.
Men do a lot of things great, but when it comes to their health, we don't always do the best that we should do.
We need our men. We need them to be healthy so that they can continue to be the rock of our homes.
Jessica Fairley, Fox 31 News.
Tonight was a night of fun and dancing for some local senior citizens. The 9th annual Senior Citizens Prom was held at the Albany Civic Center. The event was a collaboration between the Albany Recreation and Parks Department, the Marine Corps Logistics Base, and the Albany Police Department. The event theme, a red carpet affair, had hundreds of seniors on their feet dancing and mingling with others in the crowd.
There are some people back in the days did not have a chance to go to their own prom. So the Good Life City is bringing it back to them. So it's a night of celebrations, a night of meeting new people. It's just a night of mingling downtown.
The event went on until 11 o'clock. We love positive stories, and so here at Fox 31, we're expanding a recent series called What's Right, honoring people who do right by Southwest Georgia. We're doing a dozen stories on hardworking men and women in Southwest Georgia who are working hard to improve the area. Now, that may be through their job, their nonprofit organization, church, or their personal life. But before we recognize them, we need nominations. So if you know someone who deserves to be highlighted on Fox 31 News, send us an email. Voting starts on Monday, June 18th. The Marines that took part in last week's funeral procession for Lance Corporal Stephen Sutton say they were absolutely amazed by the community's turnout. I'll explain in this week's Mission MCLB. As Marines practiced in preparation to help family and friends bury fallen hero Lance Corporal Stephen Sutton, they say they had to practice holding their tears back as well.
With Lance Corporal Sutton, we could have known him, and he was a fallen brother, so it's hard to keep your emotions at bay.
But they do keep their emotions in check in order to be strong throughout the procession and the funeral.
And it's important for us to be our best so that we can honor that fallen Marine as well as their family.
And along with honoring the family, hundreds of locals came out to pay their last respects to fallen Marine Lance Corporal Stephen Sutton as well, something the Marines who participated in his funeral say they greatly appreciate.
It's amazing. The community had such support, and it makes me proud to be fighting for our country, joining the Marine Corps the way I did, knowing that we have that much support and that they're backing everything that we do.
As hundreds of bikes rode in the procession and even more people lined the roads with flags in hand, we were reminded that he didn't just leave a small town. He left a small town with a major Marine presence, and that's why Southwest Georgia rallied for one last goodbye. Romney Smith, Fox 31 News. And now we have a look at sports with Fox 31's Andrew Snicker. Andrew?
Thanks, Romney. Well, the letters BCS often pushed together incites quite the range of emotion in college football fans. Yet it may soon also create a more guaranteed national champion. Conference commissioners have been meeting this week in Chicago with possible playoff and +1 formats on the table. The only thing guaranteed is that there will be change from the current format. That's coming from BCS Director Bill Hancock. As for the football programs of Georgia and Georgia Tech, they're in for that playoff change.
Right now, I think the game's as popular as it's ever been. So, there's clearly there's going to be some type of playoff. It's just a question of what the format's going to be.
It won't really affect me too much, but I think it'll be fun for the college football fans and players to be able to compete in a playoff system.
University presidents hold the final decision on college football's fate. The BCS Presidential Oversight Committee meets on June 26th in Washington. Well, a pair of Darton College softball players have been named to the All-American team. Cavalier ace Katie Jordan and outfielder Chelsea Showers both received the honors recently. This is Jordan's second straight year to reach third-team All-American. Now, the unflappable pitcher won over 50 games and struck out over 500 batters in her Cavaliers career. Jordan finished this season with a 1.1 ERA. That was best on the team. Chelsea Showers, though, she was a second-team All-American selection. The outfielder led the Cavaliers from the batter's box, racking up a .494 batting average. This was Showers' first selection to the NJCAA All-American group. The top-seeded Albany Panthers complete a run through the PIFL regular season tomorrow. The playoffs will get kicked up the following week. Now, Albany's opponent still in uncertainty at this time based off this week's results. It will either be Columbus or Richmond traveling to the Civic Center, but the Panthers are not getting caught up in those details.
It really don't matter. Whoever comes, Columbus, Louisiana, we're going to show up, we're going to play, and we're going to make plays, and we're going to win.
That's our goal, to repeat again. And like I said, we ain't had fun all season, so, now it's time for us to turn it up and just have fun and just show everybody, what all being a Panther really about.
If both Columbus and Louisiana win, we'll go down to a strength of schedule tiebreak. Now, if that is the case, it appears Louisiana would hold the advantage. Therefore, it would be Columbus and Albany playing in round 1 of the playoffs. Now let's throw it over to Mike Morrison for a look at your weather.
Chief Meteorologist Mike Morrison here with your complete forecast. It looks good going into Father's Day weekend. For tonight, partly cloudy skies, cooler and drier, a low near 65 degrees. For our Saturday, to kick off the weekend, I look for mostly sunny skies, a high near 87. The weekend in total looks nice, dry, mostly sunny, highs in the upper 80s. And right through the next 7 days, we're going to see temperatures climb out of the upper 80s into the lower 90s. And then we're headed for the mid-90s later on next week. We also sneak a couple of chances for some showers in this forecast along about Thursday and Friday. That's a look at your 7-day Foxcast. Enjoy your weekend and happy Father's Day.